Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Harwell. And welcome to Brooklyn Tip Tops Baseball. Here on WAPBA, you always have a front row seat. Today we're wired here from Brooklyn, where the hometown Tip Tops will host on their own turf. Overall, they now stand at 1-5, having lost 3 in a row. This is the 4th of a 4-game set, but Tip Tops have been shut down by the Rebels so far. The Tip Tops take the field here in the first. Let's see. Manager Mack sends out his squad this way. Myers at first base. Hoffman at second. Gagnier, the shortstop. Westerzill at third. The trio in the outfield. In left, it's Cooper. In center, Evans. And over in right, Shaw. Land is behind the plate. And today's slap man for Brooklyn, southpaw Summers. For Summers, his first appearance of the season. He will be facing Rebels. Starter, right-hander LeClaire. We'll tell you about him in the bottom half. So settle in. We're ready to start this game. Savage leading off the first. To date, carrying a .320 average, he has 2 RBIs, 3 walks in his 28 trips. In the box now. Summers looking in at the target. Summers comes home. Savage wraps it to the right side. Hoffman ranges to his left. A quick peg to first. And Savage is retired for out number 1. McDonald walks up. Tex has been slow out of the gate. Tex hitting .211. 1 homer. He's knocked in 2. McDonald knows how to get on base. Summers ready. Summers comes home. It misses. Ball 4. And McDonald will get the base. Lennox is now up. So far at the plate, his average at .350. 2 homers, 5 RBI, 4 walks in his 26 trips. McDonald pawing the ground at first. Summers looking home. The pitch. Grounded to Hoffman. He fires to Gagnier at second. Out. Over to Myers at first. And he's safe at first, but they get the lead runner. 2 away. Two gone. First inning, 1 on. Next up, Oaks. On the year, hitting at .250. 1 homer. 6 ribbies. He's walked twice in his 26 trips. Oaks steadies his bat. Summers will go to work on him. Summers kicks and deals. And it's back to the screen. Land is chasing it down. But Lennox moves at a scoring position. And they score that a pass ball. So Oaks will get back in there. Summers looking in at the target. Summers working on Lennox to hold him close. Summers kicks and delivers. Base hit right field. It drops in front of Shaw. He has to play the long bounce. Lennox is around third. They're waving Lennox in, and he scores. As the throw comes into second, Oaks holds it first for the single. So the single drives in 1, and the Rebels go ahead by a run, 1-0 here in the first. That gives Oaks 7 RBI on the season. Bradley to face Summers. To date offensively, hitting at .364. He has 3 RBIs. He's walked twice in his 25 trips. Batter set. Summers poised. Here's a pitch. Bradley bruises one, heading for the gap in left center. But Cooper flags it down on the first bounce. Oaks is around second. But the third base coach is on the job. He'll stop there. As the throw comes in, the Rebels put 2 singles back-to-back. 2 outs. First inning, 2 on. Next up, Berry. He's been struggling so far. His average at .182. Now Summers ready. The runners take their lead. The pitch grounded hard to Westersill. He's up with it. Fires to second. And they get him. And that retires the side. The half for the Rebels. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 2. And they capture the lead. Rebels 1. Tip Tops coming up for the Rebels. Overall, they now stand at 5 wins and 1 losses, with 5 straight wins on the league leaderboards. Let's see. They came into the game 4th in batting average at 249. Number 2 in homers with 4. 4th in runs. 3rd in slugging. Tied for 2nd in stolen bases with 5. 4th in on-base percentage. 4th in ERA at 2.38. The Rebels take the field here in the first. McGraw has set his opening slate. Bradley at first base. Lewis at second. Holly the shortstop. Lennox at third. The outfield consists of Savage in left field, Oaks in center field, and McDonald over in right. Berry is behind the plate and on the mound for the Rebels. The right-handed LeClaire. For LeClaire, his first appearance of the season. Myers will lead it off. To date, he's hitting 87. He's walked twice in his 27 trips. Myers steps up to the plate. Pitcher LeClaire set to go. The pitch. A little roller to the right side. Lewis pounces on it. The quick toss to Bradley, and he nails Myers by a step. 1 down. Shaw to face LeClaire. On the season, his average at 182. He's walked 4 times in his 26 trips. LeClaire is ready to fire it in. To the plate. High fly ball to center. Oaks drifts back. He's at the warning track. Taps the glove and brings it down. 2 down. Evans comes up to bat. Steve, eager to get his bat working, batting 200. Evans in the box. LeClaire ready. The pitch. Line to left center. Giving chase is Oaks. He hightails it to the track. And he snares it on the fly. Oaks really picked it. A fine running catch. That's 3 away. So the Tip Tops go in order. After 1, it's still 1-0 Rebels. The Rebels will send out the bottom of the lineup. Holly, Lewis, and LeClaire. Okay. Holly to lead it off for the Rebels. Right-hander. Hitting at 130. He has not walked once. Holly steps up to the plate. Summers looking home. Here comes a pitch. Holly hits a seed down to Westersill, right in his glove. And right out of his glove, he drops it. Holly hit that on the nose, and Westersill couldn't handle it. That's why they call it the hot corner. He'll pick up an error. Now coming to bat for the Rebels, Lewis. To date, offensively, his average at 200. He has 2 RBIs. He's walked once in his 22 trips. Land sets up. Summers fires it in. Swung on, grounded hard to short. Off his chest. He picks it up. Throws quickly to first. 1 down. Holly moves up. One down. Second inning. 1 on. Pitcher LeClaire to hit. George taking his first at bat of the season. Catcher ready. Infield looking for the bunt. Summers working on Holly to hold him close. The pitch. High fly ball to right center. Shaw races to the track. Plenty of room. He drops the ball. Holly breaks for third. He's got speed. Running hard. Around third. Holly. He ran right through the red light, flying. The throw to the plate. It's wide. He scores. And Leclerc is on at first. He never really had a chance to advance. Shaw picks up an error, and that's the second error for the Tip-Tops. That was the pitcher, Leclerc, who got that started, helping his team. And the Rebels add to their lead. This ball game now 2-0. Savage is now up. Left-hander Summers ready. He brings it in. Swung on, bounced up the middle. Hoffman is over, backhands it. But he holds the ball. No play anywhere. All right, runners at first and second. One away. The top of the second inning. McDonald now walks out to bat. He bats left-handed. Summers focuses in on the target. The runners take their lead. Now Summers comes home with it. Chopping ground ball up the middle. Gagnier is over. Could be two. Flips to Hoffman at second. Over to first. Not in time. Leclerc moves to third. 2 away. Second inning. 2 on. It's now Lennox the bat. Ed has driven home 5 runs for the season. Summers looking in at the target. Summers looks Leclerc back to third. The pitch comes in. Low and away. And the steal is on. McDonald stealing second. Land guns it down. Hoffman tags him out. And they get out of the inning. And they just sold the insurance policy. And the aggressive base running does not pay off. That'll do it for Pittsburgh. A run on 1 hit. The Tip-Tops committed 2 errors. 1 left on. They help Leclerc, the Little Rebels, ahead 2-0. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The Tip-Tops will have Hoffman, Cooper, and Westerzill here in the second. To get it going, Hoffman. So far this season, carrying a .292 average, 2 walks in his 26 trips. Leclerc looking home. Slow bounder to the right side. Bradley to his right. Scoops it. Flips to Leclerc. Just in time. One down. Second inning. Next to bat for Brooklyn is a left-hand hitting Cooper. Hitting .261. Leclerc looking in at the target. The pitch comes in. Loop to left toward the gap. And it dropped for a hit. Savage gets it back in, and Cooper is on at first. Westerzill up there. To date, hitting .200. He has 3 RBIs. He has not walked once. Right-handed Leclerc goes to the set position. The pitch. Hit hard to right center. Oaks scampering back almost to the track. And brings it down. Cooper is tagging, but the coach holds him at first. Two away, second inning, 1 on. We have right-handed Land to bat for the Tip-Tops. Hitting .333. He has yet to walk. He stands in. Berry crouched down now. First baseman Bradley right on the bag. Punch to left. It drops in safely. Savage collects the ball. Cooper is around second. But the third base coach is on the job. They're holding Cooper at second as the throw comes in. And Land has a single. All right, here's Gagnier. Runners at first and second. 2 away. His recent track record at the plate isn't good at all. To date, 5 for 18. No walks yet. LeClaire looking in. The runners take their lead. He brings it home. Grounded to the right side. Lewis ranges to his left. He won't get it. Cooper races around third. He's headed home. He'll score. Land holds up at second as the ball is returned to the infield, and Gagnier is on at first. So the single drives in one, and the Tip Tops is sneaking up on the Rebels. They are within one. Score now 2-1. That's Gagnier's first run batted in of the season. 2 down, second inning, 2 on. Next up, pitcher Summers. Rudy taking his first at bat of the season. LeClaire climbs the mound, checks the runners. Here's a pitch from LeClaire. Summers rams it down the line. It squirts by the diving Bradley. This will roll a while. McDonald is chasing it down. Land rounds third. He'll score. Gagnier will score. Summers turns on the afterburners. He's headed for third. Now the relay throw. Safe with a sliding triple. So they score 2 on the triple. That was pitcher Summers who delivered, helping himself. And the Tip Tops take the lead from the Rebels. They now lead by 1, 3-2. Listen to that crowd. 2 away, 3 runs in. Now Myers to face LeClaire. That's right. We're back at the top of the order. Myers gets in there. LeClaire staring in, ready to work. Summers down the line some at third. LeClaire with the pitch, lined hard over Lewis. Base hit. McDonald takes it on the bounce. Summers scores easily, and Myers has the RBI. So Myers with a ribby single, and the Tip Tops add to their lead. This ball game now 4-2. For Brooklyn, 2 gone, 1 on. The next Tip Tops batter is Shaw. LeClaire now set. Myers 2 full strides off first. The pitch grounded to short. Holly has it. He'll go to first. Tip Tops go down. The half for the Tip Tops. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They leave 1. And they storm back to take the lead in this game. The score now stands 4-2. Rebels trail. Brooklyn will now face the heart of the Rebels lineup. Lennox, Oaks, and Bradley coming up. Lennox to lead it off for the Rebels. He hits from the right. Batter set. Land ready to receive. Here's the delivery. Rip and a miss by Lennox, and that's a strikeout. 1 down. Oaks to face Summers. Left-handed Summers goes to the set position. Summers kicks and deals. Banged to left center. Base hit. Oaks rounds first and holds with a single. Second safety for Oaks. The Rebels have 1 down. Oaks on first. Bradley will bat next for Pittsburgh. A right-sider. Summers comes set. Oaks well off first. The pitch slapped towards second. Hoffman takes it on 1 hop. Flips to Gagnier. They get him. Over to first. Safe. Bradley beats the ball to first. But they get the lead runner. 2 down. Two gone. Bradley on at first for Pittsburgh. Berry walks up. Summers prepares to come home. Summers comes to the plate. Base hit left field. Cooper coming on, and it hits off his glove. Bradley is going for third. He's digging. They're waving him home. Here's Cooper's throw. The play at the plate. Safe ahead of the throw. And Berry takes second on the play. Cooper is charged with an error. 3 errors now for Brooklyn. So the single leads to a run, and the Rebels get one back, cutting that lead in half. And these fans just inched forward in their seats. Right-handed batter Holly now walks out to bat. 2 down. Berry down at second. Holly stands in. Summers set. Summers fires it in. It's lifted high to shallow left. Gagnier is drifting back, and he's got it. And that's out number 3. The line for the Rebels. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error. They leave 1. They score, but still trail by 1. The score now stands 4-3. Tip-tops as we head for the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Tip-tops now send up the heart of their order to face LeClaire, Evans, Hoffman, and Cooper. To get it going for the Tip-tops here, Evans. He's a port-sider. Berry sets up. LeClaire to the wind. Swung on, popped up. Berry scrambles near the stands. It goes into the crowd. Strike 1. Evans ready to take on LeClaire again. Catcher ready. He wheels and deals. Hit hard toward the gap in right center. Oakes is racing back. He won't get it. It's off the wall. Oakes chases it down. Evans cruises into second. For Evans, his first double of the season. Right-handed hitter Hoffman gets set to bat against LeClaire for Brooklyn. No outs, 1 on. Right-handed LeClaire goes to the set position. Evans edges a bit more off second. He's on with a leadoff double. The pitch. It's a bullet to Holly. He spears it. Notch 1. Cooper walks up for Brooklyn. Evans on second. 1 gone. Right-hander LeClaire ready. Evans moves another step away from second. LeClaire turns and fakes a throw to second. Evans hustles back to the bag standing up. LeClaire is back on the rubber. The pitch. Cooper smacks it toward the hole. Holly far to his right. Dives. Nice stop. But he'll hold the ball. Cooper is safe at first. Evans makes it safely to third. Good heads-up base running. Second safety for Cooper. For Brooklyn. Evans on third. Cooper on first. 1 gone. Westerzill to hit for the Tip-tops. Bats right. Tex has 3 RBIs this season. He puts the ball in play. Berry sets up. Infield back at double play depth. The pitch. Breaking ball. Cut on and missed. Westerzill goes down swinging. 2 gone. Two on, second base is open. 2 gone. The bottom of the 3rd inning. Lands up. 1 RBI for Grover this season. LeClaire prepared to work. The runners take their lead. He brings it home. Land rips it down the left field line. Fair ball. Evans crosses the plate. Savage tracks it down quickly. Cooper is well around second. The strong throw comes into Holly, and they're holding Cooper at second. So Land with a ribby single, and the Tip-tops add to their lead. This ball game now 5-3. 2 on. Gagnier will bat next for Brooklyn. On the season, only 1 RBI so far for Ed. LeClaire looking home. The runners take their lead. Here's a pitch. It's a high fly to center. Oaks takes 3 steps to his right and makes the catch. That's 3 away. The line for the Tip-Tops. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. They leave 2. They add a little padding. The score now stands 5-3. Tip-Tops. The Rebels will have Lewis, LeClaire, and Savage here in the 4th. Here's Lewis to start it off. Summers prepared to work. Summers into the wind. Banged to left center. Base hit. Lewis rounds first and holds with a single. Nobody out. 4th inning, 1 on. We have LeClaire coming up to hit. Summers prepared to work. Infield playing in a few paces. The offering to LeClaire. Swing and a miss. LeClaire goes down on strikes. 1 down. One away. 4th inning, 1 on. Now Savage to face Summers. He'll bat right here. Jimmy steps up. Summers looking in. Now Summers pitches. He swings, but he held up. Nope, he went too far. Jimmy is down on strike. 2 gone. Next batter, McDonald. Summers prepares to come home. First baseman Myers perched right in front of the bag. The pitch. McDonald hangs out a frozen rope. Left field. Cooper charges in for it, but he'll have to short hop it. Lewis is around second. But the third base coach is on the job. They're holding Lewis at second as the throw comes in. And McDonald is on with a single. 2 on, the top of the 4th inning. Lennox walks up. Ed has 5 RBIs this season. Batter facing Summers. Land set. The runners take their lead. Summers deals on the ground to deep short. Gagnier can't get there. It's through for a base hit. Cooper running in. Still coming. Lewis is well around third. McDonald is rounding second. They're waving Lewis in. Lewis scores. They're holding McDonald at second as the throw comes into second. So Lennox with a ribby single, and the Rebels is sneaking up on the Tip-Tops. They are within 1. Score now 5-4, and these fans just inched forward in their seats. That gives Lennox 6 RBI on the season. Next to bat for Pittsburgh is Oaks for Pittsburgh. Runners at first and second. 2 gone. On the season, Oaks has 7 runs batted in. Batter facing Summers. Summers sets up on the rubber again. Summers will go to work on him. The runners take their lead. The pitch. Chopper back to the mound. Summers comes in. Picks it up. Fires to first. And gets him by a step to retire the side. That'll do it for Pittsburgh. A run on 3 hits. No errors. 2 left. They had good chances for more, but still trailed by 1. The score is 5-4 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Summers, Myers, and Shaw due up for Brooklyn. All right. Summers to lead it off for the Tip-Tops. Catcher Berry sets his target. LeClaire into his motion. Delivers, lofted down the line to right. McDonald racing over. He won't get it, but he cuts it off. Summers wisely holds first. He's on with a single. That's Summers' second hit of the game. Now Myers to face LeClaire. Summers on first. Good speed at first. Berry sets up. Here's a pitch. Half swing. It's popped up. Berry is out. Bradley is in. Berry calls him off, and he covers it. 1 down. Now coming to bat for the Tip-Tops, Shaw. Berry set. He lets one go. LeClaire jams him. Shaw fights it off and muscles it toward shallow right. It drops back at first and rolls into foul ground. McDonald hustles over. Still after it. Now he's there. Summers rounds third. The throw comes into Holly. They're holding Summers at third, and Shaw is in standing with a double. For Shaw, his first double of the season. Next up, Evans. The Tip-Tops have Summers and Shaw at third and second. 1 down. Steve has driven home 2 runs for the season. The slugger stands in. LeClaire looking in. They're pulled in around the infield. LeClaire comes to him. Blasted deep to Oaks. Deep over his head. He's racing back. But it's gone. So Evans has his first homer of the season. The Tip-Tops add 3 more runs, and the Tip-Tops are out in front 8-4, and Evans now has 5 runs batted in on the season. Next batter, Hoffman. LeClaire ready. He lets one go. Lofted down the line to right. McDonald digging. He has room and makes a one-handed grab. 2 gone. Now at bat, Cooper. Catcher Berry sets his target. Here's a pitch. Cooper is called out on strikes. That's 3 away. The line for the Tip-Tops, 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. So the Tip-Tops now with a safer margin after 4, 8-4. Tip-Tops. For Pittsburgh, it'll be Bradley, Berry, and Holly. Bradley will start the 5th. His average now at 375. Bradley gets in there. Land ready to receive. The pitch. High fly ball to deep right center. Evans is racing to the track. So is Shaw. Evans waves him off and brings it down. 1 down. Berry comes up to bat. You don't see Claude on much. Now Summers ready. He delivers. Berry hits it in the air to fairly deep right field. Shaw is over. And so is the at-bat from Berry. 2 down. Holly up there. Catcher ready. And a pitch. Holly hits a frozen rope to straightaway center. Right there is Evans, and he gloves it for the putout. That's 3 away. Summers sets them down in order. The score still stands 8-4. Rebels down as we head for the bottom of the 5th inning. Well, folks, the clouds have moved in quickly here in Brooklyn. Here comes the rain. The umpire is calling time. And they're calling them in.
East side, west side, all around the town. Hopscotch and rain, the roses, London bridges falling down. Boys and girls together, me and Mamie O'Rose, trip to the light and happy on the east side of baseball.
And they're finally rolling back the tarp. We'll see if these pitches are still fresh. Let's play some baseball. The Tip-Tops will have Westersill, Land, and Gagnier here in the 5th. Here's Westersill to start it off. He's hitting 185. He stands in. Pitcher LeClaire eyeing Westersill. Now he's ready. LeClaire to the wind. Stroked solidly to left field. Savage is right there and hauls it in. One away. Here's Land coming to the plate. He's hitting 391. Land now ready. Catcher Berry sets his target. LeClaire comes to the plate. Grounded to Lewis. He scoops it up. Flips to first. 2 away. Gagnier comes up to bat. LeClaire focuses in on the target. LeClaire comes to him. Pulled sharply to Lennox. Room service bounce. The long throw to first. And they get him to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and at the end of 5. We've played 5. Rebels still down by 4. Lewis, LeClaire, and Savage to bat next. Lewis leading it off. Hitting 227. Lewis relaxes himself at the plate. Catcher Land sets his target. Summers to the wind. He goes the other way. Slashed into the hole. Base hit. And Lewis holds with a single. Second safety for Lewis. Rebels hitter LeClaire. LeClaire relaxes himself at the plate. Summers set. Infield playing in a few paces. The pitch. LeClaire bruises one. Heading for the gap in left center. Bud Cooper flags it down on the first bounce. Lewis around second. But the third base coach is on the job. Lewis stops at second as the throw comes in. A pair of singles for Pittsburgh. And that's the 10th base knock for the Rebels in this game. No one out. 6th inning, 2 on. The top of the 6th inning. Here's Savage to hit for the Rebels. He's hitting 321. Land crouched down now. Summers kicks and delivers. Spanked hard to the hole on the right side. It skips past Hoffman and onto the right field for a hit. Shaw racing over. Lewis is around third. LeClaire is around second. They're waving Lewis in. LeClaire is headed for third. Lewis will score as the throw comes into Hoffman. And LeClaire gets into third. So the single drives in 1, and the Rebels get another one back. Score 8-5. Okay, McDonald up to bat. Rebels with 2 on. Second base is open. Nobody out. Now hitting at 238. He almost always puts the ball into play. On the season, McDonald has 2 runs batted in. He singled earlier. McDonald settles himself in the box. Catcher Land sets his target. Infielders back. Summers comes to the plate, lofted down the line to right. Shaw gallops for it, short of the warning track. Reaches up and brings it down, and he gets rid of the ball desperately. LeClaire is tagging. They're waving LeClaire in. Here comes the throw. Savage is taking second on the throw, and he's safe easily. McDonald picks up a sac fly and an RBI. And Savage goes on to second. And the Rebels get one back. They are within 2. Score 86 it. 1 on. The top of the 6th inning. Here's the right-handed Lennox to take his swings. Ed, 1 for 3. Has a ribby. And he scored a run. Lennox waiting. Now Summers ready. Savage moves another step away from second. The pitch from Summers stroked solidly to left field. Cooper is racing to the line. He makes the running catch. Savage is tagging, but the coach flashes the stop sign as the ball is fired back in. All right, 2 gone. Savage down at second. Oaks is out to take his hacks. He hits from the left. He's their cleanup hitter. Oaks has 2 hits and 3 trips. He's driven in a run. Summers comes set. Summers working on Savage to hold him close. Summers deals. Oaks sends this ball airmail to left. Cooper lopes after it. Should be easy. And he makes the catch. 3 down. The line for the Rebels. 2, 3, and 0. They lead 1. They score, but still trail by 2. Rebels down 86 at Brooklyn. Due up. For Brooklyn, it'll be Summers, Myers, and Shaw. Pitcher Summers to lead it off. Summers steps in. LeClaire poised. The pitch. It's a shot down the line to right, near the foul pole, and it's foul. Strike 1. Summers ready to take on LeClaire again. LeClaire poised. The offering from LeClaire. Swung on, line towards second. Lewis back, it's out of reach. Summers will hold it first. That's Summers' 3rd hit of the game. For Brooklyn, Summers on at first, no outs. Now Myers to face LeClaire. He's their leadoff hitter. Now hitting at 115. You can't ignore first base. Summers has the speed to score on a double. LeClaire looking in. Now LeClaire pitches. Loop to left toward the gap. If it stays up, he'll get it. And Savage cuts it off on the bounce. Summers around second. But the coach is signaling to stop, and they hold Summers up as the throw comes in. The Tip-Tops put 2 singles back-to-back. That's Myers' 2nd hit of the game. No outs, 6th inning, 2 on. The bottom of the 6th inning, we have Shaw coming up to hit. He bats left. His average now at 200. Catcher Berry sets his target. LeClaire brings it home. Grounded hard to short. Could be 2. Holly fields it. Flips to Lewis at second. Over to first. Double play. Summers moves to third. The Rebels doing their best to keep this game close. The Tip-Tops have 2 outs. Summers on at third. Here's left-handed Evans to take his swings. Steve has raised his average from 200 to 261 in this game. The slugger stands in. Berry ready to receive. Summers takes his lead at third. LeClaire into his motion, delivers. A whiff, and Summers is stranded. Side retired. That'll do it for Brooklyn. No runs on 2 hits, no errors. Tip-Tops still with a 2-run lead. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Bradley, Berry, and Holly due up for Pittsburgh. Bradley to lead it off for the Rebels. Summers focuses in on the target. The pitch. Hot smash to third. Westerzel gets his glove on it. Now the long throw. Myers scoops it on 1 hop, and Bradley is retired. Nice play on both sides of the infield for the first out. All right, Berry up the bat. One down. Berry does not get on much. Batter ready. Pitcher Summers set to go. Summers winds up. Breaking ball grounded hard to Westersill. It's off his glove, but he recovers and throws quickly, and he's out. 2 down. Well, Holly steps up to face Summers. Holly 0 for 3. He scored once. Batter ready. Now Summers ready. The pitch. Hit like a bullet. Hoffman waves at it, but it's by him into right, and Holly racks up a base hit. Lewis up there. His average up to 261 from 200. Lewis steadies his bat. And here comes Tip Tops manager Mack. He's asking Summers for the ball. He's making a pitching change. Mack will trust the ball to right-hander Chappelle. So Summers goes 6 2/3. The game for Summers, 6 runs, 4 earned on 12 hits, 1 walk. He struck out 3. He's responsible for the runner. He'll win it if they hold the 2-run lead. Chappelle throws from the right. ERA a stingy 0. This is his second appearance. He's worked 2/3 of an inning. He's looking for 1 out. Chappelle takes a few warm-up pitches. He's rubbing up the ball. We're ready to go. Chappelle looking in at the target. The pitch is on the way. Check swing. He went around. Side retired. That'll do it for Pittsburgh. Nothing across. 1 left after 6 1/2. It's still 8-6. Tip Tops. Okay, all you Rebels fans listening at home, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch. Fort Brooklyn here in the 7th. Hoffman, Cooper, and Westersill. Here's Hoffman to start it off. Right-handed hitter to face LeClaire. Hitting at 259. Hoffman steps in. Now LeClaire ready. He brings it home. Swung on, routine grounder to Holly, and he boots it. Now he has it, but he has to eat it. Hoffman is on first, so the Tip Tops have a runner on the error. Score that E6 on Holly. No one out, 7th inning, 1 on. The next Tip Tops batter is Cooper. Hitting 308. LeClaire gets set to pitch. The pitch. Just inside. Here goes Hoffman. Berry strong arms it down there. The tag. Safe. The hand got in. That's his second steal of the season. Cooper ready to take on LeClaire again. LeClaire is ready to fire it in. LeClaire working on Hoffman to hold him close. LeClaire with the pitch. Hot shot to the right side. Lewis to his left. He has it. No play at third, and he flips to first. In time. 1 down. Hoffman moves up. 1 gone. 7th inning. 1 on. Westersill gets set to bat against LeClaire. Carrying a 179 average, he puts the ball in play. LeClaire prepared to work. The Rebels are looking for the play at the plate. Checks third. He brings it in, and it's chopped down the first base line. right between his legs. Hoffman scores. And Westerzill takes second. Bradley picks up an error, and that's the second error for the Rebels. And the Tip-Tops now lead 9-6. One gone, seventh inning, one on. The next Tip-Tops batter is Land. He's already delivered 2 hits in the game, hitting .375. Now LeClaire ready. Westerzill now with an aggressive lead. The pitch. Swung on. Base hit. Down the line to right. McDonald gallops for it. He has it. Westerzill rounds third. The throw comes into Bradley, and they're holding Westerzill at third. That's Land's third hit of the game. 14th hit for the Tip-Tops. Tip-Tops with Westerzill on third, Land on first, one away, the bottom of the 7th inning. Gagnier up the bat. Gagnier is 1 for 3. He's driven in a run, and he scored once. Gagnier now ready. And here comes Rebels, manager McGraw. He's asking LeClaire for the ball. In from the bullpen is Barger, the right-hander. So LeClaire goes 6 1/3. The line on him, 9 runs, 8 earned, on 14 hits. A homer. He struck out 3. He's responsible for the runners. He can only lose it. The right-hander, Barger, enters this game with a 4 ERA. This is his second appearance. He's worked 9 full innings. He'll be looking for the double play. Barger is finished with his warm-up pitches. The umpire is brushing off the plate. We're ready to go. He stands in. Catcher Berry sets his target. Infield back at double play depth. Westerzill takes his lead at third. Barger kicks and delivers. Gagnier is called out on strikes. 2 away. Here's Chappelle coming to the plate. Bill taking his first at bat of the season. Chappelle waits. Barger gets set to pitch. Barger rocks and fires. Popped up behind third. Holly is over into foul territory. Waves off Lennox and makes the catch. And that's out number 3. For the Tip-Tops, 1 run, 1 hit, 2 errors. They leave 2. They give themselves a little room. The score now stands 9-6. Tip-Tops as we head for the top of the 8th inning. Barger, Savage, and McDonald to bat next. Barger is scheduled to hit. Barger getting ready to go. At the plate this season, he's 0 for 4. Rebels need base runners. Chappelle looking in at the target. Rebels, skipper McGraw walking down the bench. McGraw is recalling pitcher Barger. Roberts will bat in his place. Bats left. He grabs a bat and heads toward the plate. So Barger goes 2/3 of an inning. He yielded no runs on no hits. Here's Roberts coming to the plate. He does not hit for average. Roberts does not reach a lot. In the box now. Catcher Land sets his target. Chappelle to the wind. Swung on, and it's chopped down the first baseline. Myers takes the high hop. He flips to Chappelle, covering, and they get him. One away, 8th inning. Savage for a hit. Savage has a brace and 4 trips. Driven in 1. The Rebels have to get busy with the bat. Chappelle looking home. The delivery from Chappelle. Spanked sharply to Westerzill. Brutal bounce. But Westerzill keeps it in front of him. The quick throw across the diamond got him. And that's out number 2. We have McDonald to bat for the Rebels. He bats from the left side. 2 away. On the day, McDonald is 1 for 2. 1 free pass. 1 ribby. Next up, Lennox and Oaks. Pitcher Chappelle eyeing McDonald. Now he's ready. Slowly rolled toward Gagnier. Gagnier covers it. Plenty of time. Fires. 3 away. So the Rebels go in order. The score is still 9-6 Brooklyn as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. We're at the head of the order for the Tip-Tops. The new pitcher will face Myers, Shaw, and Evans. Henderson is coming on to pitch for the Rebels. For Henderson, this is his first appearance. He's a southpaw. Myers to lead it off for the Tip-Tops. He hits from the right. Henderson is finished with his warm-up pitches. The umpire is brushing off the plate. We're ready to go. Myers steps up to the plate. Berry crouched down now. The pitch. Right in there. He's called out on strikes. Must have been looking for something else. 1 down. Shaw up the bat. Henderson gets set to pitch. Henderson fires it in. Scorched. Henderson can't reach it. It splits the difference between Lewis and Holly and trickles into center field for a single. A seeing eye job. Second safety for Shaw, and that's the Tip-Tops' 15th hit. For Brooklyn, Shaw down at first, 1 away. Evans gets set to bat against Henderson. Catcher Berry sets his target. Now Henderson comes home with it. High and inside, and Shaw is stealing. Berry fires it down. Out at second, 2 away. Evans stands in again. Henderson looking in at the target. The pitch comes in. And it's pulled hard to right. It's deep enough if it's fair. Hooking. Fair ball. Home run for Evans. So they collect the solo homer, his second home run of the game. And the Tip-Tops now lead 10-6. And Evans now with 4 runs batted in the game. And that's the Tip-Tops' 16th hit. Hoffman coming up. Berry sets up. He wheels and deals. Henderson loses him, and he trots down to first. Cooper to face Henderson. Cooper steps in. Now Henderson ready. Henderson comes to the plate. Whacked it into right field. McDonald's got a long way to go. Still after it. Near the line. He makes a catch. And that's out number 3. That'll do it for Brooklyn. A run on 2 hits. 1 left. They give Chappelle an extra run to work with. Tip-Tops up 10-6. Brooklyn will now face the heart of the Rebels lineup. Lennox, Oaks, and Bradley coming up. Here's Lennox to lead it off. Now Chappelle ready. And now the pitch. Driven to the gap in right. Shaw can't get there. It falls in. Lennox is headed for second. He's digging. The throw from Evans. A photo finish at second. Safe. The ump signals safe. A double for Lennox. That's Lennox's second hit of the game. And that's the Rebels' 13th hit. Oaks is now up. Rebels need to put men on base now. Catcher Land sets his target. Lennox moves quietly toward third. He's on with a leadoff double. Here he comes. A healthy cut by Oaks, but he sends it straight up. Land flings his mask aside and cradles the ball. One down. And Lennox holds it second. Bradley comes up to bat. Chappelle staring in, ready to work. Lennox moves quietly toward third. Chappelle now, and it's back to the screen. Land is chasing it down. Lennox makes it safely to third. Bradley stands in again. Catcher ready. Infield deep. Here's a pitch popped up left side. Westersill moves toward the line. He's under it. And he makes the catch. 2 down. Lennox has to hold third. 2 down, ninth inning, 1 on. Berry walks up. He bats right. Right-hander Chappelle goes to the set position. Here's a pitch. Check swing. They check with the first base ump. He punches him out. Then Lennox is stranded, and that's out number 3 and the game. So the Tip-Tops have won the ball game, spurred on by the disciplined leadership of Mack. They've won by a score of 10-6. Here's the line for the Tip-Tops. 10 runs on 16 hits. They committed 3 errors. They leave 7. For the Rebels, 6 runs on 13 hits, 2 errors. And they leave 9. Summers gets the win, his first. His record now 1-0. LeClaire takes the loss, his first. His record now 0-1. Chappelle saves, his first. So that winds up this 4-game series. Despite this loss, Rebels take the series. Brooklyn with 1 wins. Pittsburgh 3. For the Tip-Tops, the 3-game losing streak comes to a close. For the Tip-Tops, overall they now stand at 2 wins and 5 losses. For the Rebels, the 5-game winning streak is broken. That puts the wraps on this one. This is WAPBA and Ernie Harwell saying so long from Brooklyn. Final score, Brooklyn Tip-Tops 10, Pittsburgh Rebels 6. Here we go again, sports fans. I'm Ernie Harwell. And welcome to Pittsburgh Rebels Baseball. Here on WAPBA, you always have a front row seat. Today we're coming to you from Indianapolis, where the Rebels will meet the hometown Hoosiers before a hostile crowd. Their record now, 4-2, with 2 straight wins. This is the first of a 3-game set. The Hoosiers take the field here in the first. Defensively for Indianapolis, Carr at first base, Laporte at second, Esmond the shortstop, McKechnie at third. The outfield consists of Shear in left field, Kopp in center field, and Campbell over and right. Raridan is behind the plate, and on the mound for the Hoosiers, the right-handed Mullen. For Mullen, his first appearance of the season, he will be facing Rebels starter right-hander Walker. So settle in, we're ready to start this game. Savage will lead it off. To date, batting .333. He has 3 RBIs, 3 walks in his 33 trips. Mullen gets set to work on him. The pitch. Soft grounded to McKechnie. He's up with it. The throw across the diamond. In time. 1 away. McDonald is stepping up to hit against Mullen. He bats left-handed. To date, batting .227, 1 homer, 3 ribbies. He's walked twice in his 27 trips. He'll wait for his pitch. Right-hander Mullen, ready. He brings it in. Swung on, grounded to McKechnie at third, throws quickly. Out by a step. And that's out number 2. Two away, first inning. Next to bat for Pittsburgh is Lennox. Ed has been hitting well early. Now batting .360. 2 homers, 6 RBI. Mullen looking home. The pitch from Mullen. Low, ball 4. Lennox hustles down to first. 2 down, first inning, 1 on. Here's Oaks. So far this season, he's hitting .276, 1 homer, 7 ribbies, 2 walks in his 31 trips. Mullen looking in at the target. The pitch. Wrapped back to the mound. Mullen knocks it down, picks it up, throws quickly. Out at first. For the Rebels, 0-0-0. They leave 1. Rebels, nothing. Hoosiers coming up. For the Rebels, their record now, 5-2. On the league leaderboards, they enter this game 5th in batting average at .261. 2nd in home runs with 4. 3rd in runs scored. 3rd in slugging. Tied for 2nd in stolen bases with 5. 4th in on-base percentage. 4th in ERA at 3.39. The Rebels take the field here in the first. Get your scorecard. Manager Mack sends out his squad this way. Bradley at first base. Lewis at second. Holly the shortstop. Lennox at third. Across the outfield in left it's Savage. In center Oaks, and over and right McDonald. Berry is behind the plate and on the mound for the Rebels. The right-handed Walker. For Walker, his first appearance of the season. Campbell to lead it off. On the season, batting .500. He has 3 RBIs. He's walked twice in his 30 trips. Walker prepared to work. The pitch. Bang to right. It's in there. McDonald fields it. Campbell starts for second, but he's quickly back as the throw comes into Holly. Single for Campbell. Nobody out. First inning, 1 on. Indianapolis now sends McKechnie to bat. The switch hitter will be a lefty against Walker. hitting at 214. He has 2 RBIs. He's walked once in his 29 trips. Walker steps off to bring Campbell back to the bag. Now he's back on the rubber, still eyeing Campbell. Right-hander Walker, ready. Walker kicks and delivers. Swung on, strike. And Campbell is stealing. Berry strong arms it down there. The slide going to be close, and he has it stolen. That's his second steal of the season. McKechnie stands in again. Walker on the rubber, checks Campbell at second. Campbell moves another step away from second. Walker spins and fakes the pickoff to second. Campbell steps back towards second. Walker is back on the rubber. Walker rocks and fires just off the corner. A base on balls. Walker was trying to be a little too fine, and that sets up the double play. We have Koff coming up to hit. He bats left. 2 on, first and second. No outs. Batting .481. Benny has 6 RBIs this season. Koff steps in. Walker sets up on the rubber again. Checks the runners. The runners take their lead. Now the delivery. Koff started to go round, but he checked his swing in time. He takes a walk to first. Walker is upset with himself. His control has deserted him for the moment, and the bases are loaded. That was Koff's first walk of the season. Walker was visibly upset. He's strolling around the mound. He's going to take his time. Laporte will bat next for Indianapolis. A right-sider for Indianapolis. Bases loaded. No one out. Campbell, McKechnie, Koff around the diamond. Hitting .269. On the season, Laporte has 5 runs batted in. Laporte wipes his hand across the letters. Walker wipes sweat from his hands. Sticks his glove under his arm. He's down on one knee, tying a shoelace. Laporte in the box. Tugs at his cap. Waits. Walker is on the slab. Walker comes set. Rebels playing for the double play. The runners take their lead. Walker into his motion. Delivers. Hard shot at Lennox. He spears it. Fires home. Over and out. They get him. And the bases are still loaded. Shear is stepping up to hit against Walker. He bats left-handed for Indianapolis. Bases loaded. 1 away. Carrying a .333 average, Al has driven home 2 runs for the season. Shear pulls at his sleeve, taps the bat on the inside of his right foot, looks back into the dugout. Walker works the ball with his hand, fixes a cleat. Shear steps up to the plate, works his hands on the bat handle, lowers the bat an inch or 2, leans in. Walker is on the slab, infield deep. The pitch, and freezes him for a called strike 3. Al can't believe it. He's pointing at the plate, explaining baseball to the umpire. But the lesson is over now. He'll head for the dugout. 2 away, and he leaves the bases loaded. And Walker is pumped. A big strikeout with the bases loaded. 2 outs. First inning, bases jammed. Here's Esmond. Hitting .250. On the season, Esmond has 4 runs batted in. Esmond pulls at his sleeve, posts his hands on the bat. Walker works the ball with his hand. Batter in the box. He steps out of the box, adjusts. Now he's back in, bends his shoulders. Quick look at the ump, again focused on Walker. Waits. Walker is on the slab. Walker is ready to fire it in. Here comes a pitch. On the outside corner. No! Just missed the plate. Walker paws the dirt. He needs that pitch to be effective. That forces in a run. And the bases are still loaded. Walker kicks the rubber. Not happy with that pitch. 3 walks in the first inning. And the Hoosiers go ahead by a run, 1-0, first inning. And Esmond now has 5 runs batted in on the season. All right, the next Hoosiers batter is Carr, right-hander. The Hoosiers have 2 gone, bases loaded. Laporte, Esmond around the diamond. Charlie off to a terrific start. His 9 hits put him at 409. He has 7 RBIs. Walker on the rubber. Berry set. The runners take their lead. Walker over the offering. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Carr is out. He didn't get cheated on that cut. That's 3 away. And he leaves the bases loaded. And they get out of it with a big strikeout. For the Hoosiers, a run on 1 hit. They leave 3. They move ahead in the game. The score now stands 1-0 Hoosiers as we head for the top of the 2nd inning. For Pittsburgh, here in the 2nd, Bradley, Berry, and Holly. Bradley to lead it off. So far, his average at .333. He has 3 RBIs. He's walked twice in his 30 trips. He's been on a run. It is a game with a 7-game hitting streak. Mullen focuses in on the target. He lets one go. Grounded to the right side. Laporte to his left. And it sneaks through. Single for Bradley. Add 1 to the hitting streak. Now 8 games. Rebels hitter Berry. On the season, carrying a .185 average, he has 4 RBIs. He's walked once in his 29 trips. Bradley will get a good jump. Catcher ready. Berry squares. Mounted toward Mullen. He bounds off the mound, feels the ball, spins and throws to second, and he gets him. Good heads-up play. 1 down. Next batter, Holly. On the season, carrying a .148 average, he has yet to walk. Berry at first can run. Ed ready. Mullen looking in. He lets one go. Big swing, but he got under it. Center fielder drifts back. And he makes the catch, and they are now 2 away. And Berry gets back safely. Now coming up, Lewis. Jack has had a few fall in, batting .250. Mullen staring in, ready to work. Mullen brings it. Lewis pounds it on the ground. Laporte stops it on 1 hop. Shovels to Esmond for the force. That's 3 away. The line for the Rebels. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. They had a chance but could not convert. Hoosiers still leading by 1 and will go to the home half. For Indianapolis, it'll be Raridan, Mullen, and Campbell. Raridan starts it for the Hoosiers. So far this season, he's hitting .53. He's walked 5 times in his 25 trips. Berry sets up. Walker over the offering. Slow bounder to the right side. Bradley to his right. Scoops it. Flips to Walker. Just in time. All right, 1 gone. Indianapolis now sends Mullen to bat from the right. George taking his first at bat of the season. Walker staring in, ready to work. Walker winds up. Fastball high. Free pass to Mullen, and George takes first. That was Mullen's first walk of the season. Campbell is up next. Walker wants to pin Mullen to first. Right-hander Walker, ready. Walker cranks it up. Grounded to short. Holly is there. He bobbles it. Throws quickly to first. And he's safe. The throw skips by Bradley. He's after it. And Mullen goes on to third. Campbell kept going down the line and has to settle for first. Holly picks up an error. All right, one out. Runners at the corners. The next Hoosiers batter is McKechnie. Bill has driven home 2 runs for the season. He has outstanding bat control. McKechnie steps in. Berry ready to receive. Rebels playing for the double play. Mullen into a little shuffle at third. Walker comes to the plate. And it nails him on the shoulder. McKechnie's in pain, but he seems to be okay. And he trots down to first. And the bases are loaded. All right, Pop up to hit. The table is set. 1 down. Benny has driven home 6 runs for the season. Walker put on the rubber. Infield back at double play depth. The runners take their lead. The pitch. Line drive, base hit in the hole between third and short. Savage comes up with it. Mullen scores. Campbell is rounding third. McKechnie is rounding second. They're waving Campbell in. Campbell scores. McKechnie holds second as the throw comes in. So the single drives in 2, and the Hoosiers now lead 3-0. That gives Koch a RBI on the season. Okay, Laporte the hit. Runners at first and second. 1 down. Berry crouched down now. The pitch. It's a shot to left center. Base hit. Savage is racing over. He cuts it off deep in the gap. McKechnie is around third. Koch is around second. They're waving McKechnie in. McKechnie scores. They're holding Koch at second as the throw comes into second. So the single drives in 1, and the Hoosiers now lead 4-0. That gives Laporte 6 RBI on the season. Hoosiers hitter Cheer. Walker focuses in on the target. The runners take their lead. Here's the delivery. Hit like a bullet. Base hit right field. McDonald is over quickly. Throws it in. And the bases are loaded. One away. The bases are loaded. The next Hoosiers batter is Esmond. Jimmy has 5 RBIs this season. Walker prepared to work. Infield is back. The runners take their lead. Walker into his motion. Delivers. Lined hard to right. Base hit. McDonald is after it. He cuts it off deep in the gap. Koch scores. Laporte is around third. Cheer is around second. They're waving Laporte in. They're sending Cheer to third also. Laporte scores. Cheer makes third as the throw comes into Lewis. So the single drives in 2, and the Hoosiers leave the Rebels behind 6-0. Carr walking up the bat. Batter ready. Walker comes set. Rebels playing for the double play. The pitch, breaking ball. Ball 4, and Carr trots down to first. The bases are loaded. Walk number 5 for Walker. Okay, right-handed hitter Raridan gets set to bat against Walker. 1 away. Bases jammed. Walker looking in. Infield back at double play depth. The runners take their lead. Walker into his motion. Delivers. And it gets by. Berry. Cheer is headed home. He'll score. And the other runners move up. Ball 1. And they score that a pass ball. quite right. The carnage continues. The score now 7-0. So Raritan will get back in there. Walker looking in at the target. Infield deep. The runners take their lead. The pitch. Hard bouncer to Lewis. He charges, scoops it. He flips to first, and that's the second out. But the run scores, and Carr moves to third. The score now 8-0. Next batter, Mullen. Mullen ready to bat. Catcher ready. The delivery from Walker. Popped down the line to right. Bradley moving back. Lewis racing over into foul territory. They both reach for it. Lewis snags it for the out. Side retired. For the Hoosiers, 7 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They leave 1. They are not just out of reach, they are out of touch. Rebels down hungry cause I ate nothing. For Pittsburgh, it'll be Walker, Savage, and McDonald. Walker leading off the third. Mysterious taking his first at bat of the season. Batter up. Right-handed Mullen goes to the set position. The pitch comes in. Walker hits a comebacker. Mullen knocks it down. Barehands it and throws to first. Close play. And the ump calls Walker out. Here comes Savage to take his cuts. Now Mullen ready. The pitch. Savage chops it toward Carr. He backs up and plays the big hop. He waves off Mullen and takes it himself. And that's out number 2. McDonald, bat in hand. Right-hander Mullen ready. The pitch. Fisted to right by McDonald. Campbell will have to hustle, and it falls in front of him. He's forced to play it on the hop. He had no chance on that one, and McDonald has himself a single. Lennox is the next hitter. Lennox ready to bat. Mullen poised. First baseman Carr holding the runner on. Now the delivery. Bouncer to Laporte. He flips to Esmond at second, and they get him. Side retired. For the Rebels, no runs on 1 hit. They leave 1. They had a chance but could not convert. The score still 8-0. Rebels trail. We're at the head of the order for the Hoosiers. Walker will face Campbell, McKechnie, and Koff. Campbell leading it off. Catcher Berry sets his target. The offering to Campbell. That could be trouble. Deep to center. It's got the height and the distance. See you later. A homer for Campbell. So they collect a solo homer, his first home run of the season. The score now 9-0, and Campbell now has 4 runs batted in on the season. Now coming up, McKechnie. Catcher Berry sets his target. The pitch. On the hand, it's a slow roller toward Lennox. He charges, scoops it over to first. Just in time, 1 away. Now at bat, Koff. Right-hander Walker ready. Walker into his motion. Delivers. Banged to left center. Base hit. Koff rounds first and holds with a single. That's Koff's second hit of the game. Now coming up, Laporte. Batter up. And here comes Rebels, manager Mack. He's asking Walker for the ball. On his way to the mound is Adams, the right-hander. So Walker is yanked early. He goes only 2 1/3. The line on him, 9 runs, 7 earned, on 7 hits. A homer, 5 walks. He fans 2. He's responsible for the runner. He can only lose it. For Adams, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. Connie will give him some work. Adams takes a few warm-up pitches. He's rubbing up the ball. We're ready to go. Adams looking in at the target. Bluff's going. Here's a pitch just off the corner. A base on balls. Now coming up, Shear. Batter up. Adams looking in. Adams now. Shear started the swing. Did he hold up? They check with the third base ump. A base on balls from Shear, and the bases are loaded. Bases full, 1 gone. Indianapolis now sends Esmond to bat from the right. Esmond stands in. Right-hander Adams ready. Infield back at double play depth. The runners take their lead. The pitch. And it gets by. Berry is headed home. He'll score. And the other runners move up. Ball 1. And they score that a pass ball. Quite right. The score now, a big 10-0. Esmond ready to take on Adams again. Adams staring in, ready to work. Rebels playing for the out at first. The pitch comes in, wrapped back to the mound. It's off his glove and takes a big hop away. Laporte races home. Adams has it. Looks at home. Spins, fires to first. For out number 2. The score now, 11-0. And Esmond now with 4 runs batted in the game. Now coming to bat for the Hoosiers, Carr. Adams gets set to pitch. The delivery from Adams. Punched and caught back. Adams, 3 down. The line for the Hoosiers, 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors. They leave 1. So they add to their lead. The score is 11-0 as we go to the top of the 4th inning, and we head for the middle innings. The Rebels will have Oaks, Bradley, and Berry here in the 4th. Oaks will start the 4th. Oaks ready to bat. Mullen staring in, ready to work. The delivery. Line drive base hit to right. Oaks rounds first. Bud Campbell wings it back into Laporte, and Oaks will settle for a single. Next up, Pittsburgh hitter Bradley. Raritan crouched down now. First baseman Carr right on the bag. The pitch is on the way. Big swing. But he got under it. Center fielder drifts back. He brings it down, and there's 1 away. Oaks is tagging, but the coach holds him at first. Berry is up next. Berry ready to bat. Raritan sets up. Mullen comes to the plate. Punch to the left side. McKechnie is over. He cuts it off and throws to second. Out. Over to first. No, he's taken out by the runner. No throw. Holly up there. Right-hander Mullen ready. Now the delivery. Upstairs, and Holly isn't tempted. Ball number 4. and he takes his base. That was Holly's first walk of the season. Lewis up. On the season, Lewis has 2 runs batted in. Mullen set. The pitch. Swung on. It's a high fly to shallow center. Koff runs in on it. He's under it. And makes the catch. 3 down. That'll do it for Pittsburgh. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. 2 left. They waste a good chance. Hoosiers still leading by 11 and will go to the home half. Raritan, Mullen, and Campbell to bat next. Here's Raritan to start it off. Batter ready. Adams looking in at the target. He comes home. A bouncer back of second, fielded by Lewis. He throws in time, 1 down. Mullen, bat in hand. Right-hander Adams, ready. Adams comes to the plate. It's looped to right. McDonald coming on, but he won't get it, and Mullen is on at first. Campbell, bat in hand. Berry, ready to receive. Mullen, bluffs going. The pitch to Campbell. The ball is lifted into right center. Not deep. McDonald drifts into the gap and takes it in. That's out number 2. Mullen is tagging, but he won't test his arm here. Here's McKechnie coming to the plate. Adams now set. First baseman Bradley holding the runner on. Adams brings it home. McKechnie squibs it to the left side. A swinging bunt. Lennox charges it, picks it up, guns it to first, but McKechnie beats the throw. That'll be an infield hit for McKechnie. Koff, bat in hand. Catcher Berry sets his target. Adams cranks it up. Lined hard over second. Base hit. McDonald is after it, but he cuts it off. Mullen is well around third. McKechnie is around second. They're waving Mullen in. McKechnie is headed for third. Mullen will score as the throw comes into Lewis. And McKechnie gets into third. So the single drives in 1. The score now 12-0. And Koff now has 9 runs batted in on the season. 10th hit for the Hoosiers. Laporte is now up. Catcher ready. The pitch. Chopper in front of the plate. Berry charges out. Bear hands it. Fires to first. Then he gets him. And that's out number 3. For the Hoosiers, a run on 3. Hits. 2 left. So the ship is sailing, and the Rebels are not aboard. The score now, 12-0. Hoosiers in control. Adams, Savage, and McDonald due up for Pittsburgh. Adams will start the 5th. Catcher Raritan sets his target. He lets it go. Bounce to the mound. Mullins with a backhand stab. It's off his glove. Mullins spins. Ball's on the ball. Twists. Fires to first and throws it away. But the ball bounces off the wall at the stands. Right back to Carr. And Adams has to hold it first. That'll be an error on Mullen. Tough call. Next up, Pittsburgh hitter Savage. Batter up. Right-handed Mullen goes to the set position. The pitch to Savage. Savage shoots it toward short. Esmond stops it on the first hop. Flips it to Laporte for 1. Over to first. Safe by a step, but they get the lead runner. McDonald's up. Right-hander Mullen, ready. Savage, well off first. Mullen comes to the plate. McDonald hacks to the ball out of the strike zone. He manages to tap it toward a port. Hit too slowly for the double play. Slings it to first, and they get him by a hair. And that's out number 2. Savage now at second. Lennox getting ready to go. Batter up. Raritan crouched down now. Mullen working on Savage to hold him close. The pitch. Hit like a shot. Laporte waves on it, but it's by him into right. Savage is around third. They're waving Savage in. Here comes a throw home. Lennox is going for second. Here's a play at the plate, and he's in standing. And there's a play at second. The throw, and Lennox is safe easily. And Lennox's speed gets him in there. So Lennox with a ribby single. The Rebels are on the board. Score now beyond repeating. And Lennox now has 7 runs batted in on the season. Rebels hitter Oaks. Batter ready. Mullins will go to work on him. Mullins looks back at Lennox on second. And now the pitch. Over but low. And Oaks takes first, setting up the force. Next up, Pittsburgh hitter Bradley. Hitting .345. Mullen comes set. The pitch. Bradley lofts a routine fly ball to center. Moves under it and hauls it in. Side retired. That'll do it for Pittsburgh. A run on 1 hit. 1 miscue for the Hoosiers. 2 left. They had good chances for more, but still trailed by 11. We've played 4.5. Rebels behind the Hoosiers. Score beyond repeating. Shear, Esmond, and Carr to bat next. To get it going, Shear. Adams looking in. The pitch. Ground ball to Bradley. Right between his legs. Shear is digging. Bradley is after the ball. Picks it up. And he has no play. Shear ends up at second. That's a 2-base error. E3. The Rebels have now committed 2 errors. Now coming to bat for the Hoosiers, Esmond. He has a single already. Catcher ready. Adams working on Shear to hold him close. The pitch. Esmond tops it down the third baseline. Lennox gets his glove on it. Now the long throw. Bradley scoops it on 1 hop, and Esmond is retired. And Shear moves to third. Carr is the next hitter. Pitcher Adams set to go. Infield deep. Adams winds up. Smashed down the line. Bradley dives. And he's got it. He's on his feet. Waves off Adams. And he tags the bag for the out. 2 gone. Shear has to hold third. Nice play. Next up, Indianapolis hitter Raritan. Pitcher Adams eyeing Raritan. Now he's ready. The pitch. Misses the strike zone. Raritan dabbles to first. And there are runners at the corners. Next batter, Mullen. Batter up. Adams looking home. And the pitch comes in. Right down the middle. Side retired. The half for the Hoosiers. No runs, no hits, 1 error. They leave 2. So they're just working a little on their base running skills. The score's still a lopsided 12-1. Hoosiers leading. The Rebels will have Berry, Holly, and Lewis here in the 6th. Berry leading it off. He's hitting 172. Catcher Raritan sets his target. Mullen brings it to the plate. Berry dribbles it to a third. McKechnie will have to hurry. The snap throw to first. In time to retire Berry. One away. Holly is the next hitter. You don't see Ed on much. Pitcher Mullen set to go. He delivers. Check swing and a roller back to the mound. Mullen is up with it. Takes his time and tosses it to Carr for the putout. Lewis up there. Raritan sets up. Mullen over the offering. Lewis hits a comebacker. Mullen knocks it down. Barehands it and throws to first. Close play. And the ump calls Lewis out. So the Rebels are retired in order. We've played 5.5. Rebels still down by 11. The Rebels will face the top of the order here in the 6th. Campbell, McKechnie, and Koff. Campbell to lead it off. Adams gets set to work on him. Here's a pitch. A bouncer back of second. Fielded by Lewis. He throws in time. One down. McKechnie to face Adams. Pitcher Adams eyeing McKechnie. Now he's ready. The pitch. Hot shot to the right side. Lewis to his left. Funny bounce. Knocks it down. Throws quickly to first. Not in time. And they're giving him the base hit. Bill with his second hit in this game. Koff walking up the bat. Catcher Berry sets his target. And a pitch. And Koff puts a charge into it. Deep to right center. If it's deep enough, jackpot. Home run for Koff. And 2-run score. So Koff pops a 2-run dinger, his second home run of the season. He's now homered in 2 straight games. And the Hoosiers add to their big lead, outpacing the Rebels. Well, let's just say the Rebels have won. And Koff now with 5 runs batted in the game. Now at bat, Laporte. Laporte ready to bat. Right-hander Adams ready. Adams comes to the plate. Hot smash to Lewis. Takes it on one hop. Over to Bradley at first. 2 away. Shear is up next. Catcher ready. Adams comes to the plate. Bounce to short. Holly to his right. He has it. And he throws him out. And that retires the side. For the Hoosiers, 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. So they extend their lead. The score is a lopsided 14-1 as we go to the top of the 7th inning. For Pittsburgh, here in the 7th, Adams, Savage, and McDonald. Adams leading it off. Batter up. Mullen focuses in on the target. Here comes a pitch. Swung on, line to short. And he spears it. Adams is gone. 1 away. Now at bat, Savage. Savage has patience. Raritan sets up. Mullen kicks and deals. Loop to left toward the gap. And it drops for a hit. Shear gets it back in, and Savage is on at first. Now coming to bat for the Rebels, McDonald. Mullen prepares to come home. The pitch. Mullen jams him. McDonald fights it off and muscles it toward shallow right. It drops back at first and rolls into foul ground. Campbell hustles over. Still after it. Now he's there. Savage rounds third. The throw comes into Esmond. They're holding Savage at third, and McDonald is in standing with a double. Second. Safety for McDonald. For McDonald is first. Double of the season. Lennox coming up. Lennox waits. Mullen prepared to work. Hoosiers playing for the out at first. He lets it go. Way outside. Lennox draws a base on balls. Bases jammed. The top of the seventh inning. The next Rebels batter is Oaks. He's a left-handed batter. Rebel has driven home 7 runs for the season. Mullen is on the slab. Bradley waits on deck. Righty against lefty. Raritan crouched down now. Hoosiers playing for the double play. Mullen winds and fires. Lined hard to right. Base hit. Campbell is after it. He cuts it off deep in the gap. Savage scores. McDonald is around third. Lennox is around second. They're waving McDonald in. They're sending Lennox to third also. McDonald scores. The throw goes to third. Here's a play at third. And he's in standing. And Oaks holds at first. The Rebels get 2 back, but they still trail by 11. Now at bat, Bradley. Hugh has 3 RBIs this season. Bradley in the box. Mullen gets set to work on him. Infield is back. The runners take their lead. Mullen brings it. It's looped to right. Campbell coming on, but he won't get it. Lennox scores. Campbell is after it. Now he has it. He comes up throwing. Oaks is well around second. The coach is waving him to third, and he gets over to third as the throw comes into Esmond. So Bradley with a ribby single, and the Rebels get another one back. Score 14-4. Barry is now up. On the season, Barry has 4 runs batted in. Barry waits. Mullen looking in at the target. Infield is back. Here's a pitch. There's a high fly by Barry. On the run toward the gap in left. On the run. The ball is tailing away from him, and he snares it. He stayed with that ball beautifully. Oaks is tagging. They're holding Oaks at third as he fires the ball back in. Bradley retreats to first. Now coming to bat for the Rebels, Holly. 1 RBI for Ed this season. Mullen gets set to pitch. Mullen rocks and fires. Ground ball to first. Carr up with it. Steps on first to retire the side. The line for the Rebels. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They leave 2. They had good chances for more, but still trail by 10. The score now, 14-4. Rebels trail. Okay, all you Rebels fans listening at home, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back while it's root for the home team. They don't win, it's a shame. Well, it's 1, 2, 3, strike you out at the old ball game.
Esmond, Carr, and Raritan to bat next. To get it going, Esmond. Esmond ready to bat. Adams gets set to pitch. The pitch. Esmond pops it up on the infield. Holly circles beneath it in short left field and puts it away. 1 down. Carr's up. Catcher ready. The pitch comes in. Swung on. Hot smash to Lewis. He dives. He's got it. Throws quickly. In time for out number 2. Now at bat, Raritan. Catcher ready. Adams winds up. On the hands, Raritan flicks it to right. Lewis might have a play. Racing back for it, but it falls in just out of reach, and Raritan is aboard with a single for Indianapolis. The 13th hit in this game. Mullen comes up to bat. Adams set. Raritan takes his lead. The pitch, Mullen swings and rolls it to the right side. Lewis feels it, throws quickly to first, and they get him by a hair. 3 down. The half for the Hoosiers. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. The score still 14-4. Rebels trail. One item of interest, the Hoosiers are 3rd in secondary average. Strong in walks, stolen bases, extra base hit. For Pittsburgh, it'll be Lewis, Adams, and Savage. Lewis to lead it off. The Rebels need something biblical here. Now Mullen ready. Mullen to the wind. Breaking ball, grounded hard at McKechnie. It's off his glove, but he recovers and throws quickly, and he's out. 1 away. Adams is up next. Catcher ready. Rebels, manager Mack looking at his score sheet. Mack is yanking Adams. Roberts is enlisted to hit for him. Bats left. He wheels out with a wagon spoke and heads toward the plate. Adams pitch 4 2/3. The line on him, 4 runs on 6 hits. A homer. Roberts up there. Mullen looking in. Mullen now. Grounded hard wide of 3rd. McKechnie just reaches it over to 1st. In time for the out, and that's out number 2. Savage is up next. Batter ready. Now Mullen ready. He brings it in. Spanked sharply to McKechnie. Brutal bounce. The quick throw across the diamond got him. 3 away. So the Rebels go down 1-2-3. Hoosiers still leading by 10, and we'll go to the home half. Indianapolis now will send out the top of the order. Campbell, McKechnie, and Koff. Henderson is coming on in relief for Pittsburgh. The left-hander, Henderson. It is here with a majestic 9 ERA. This is his 2nd appearance. He's worked 1 inning. With this game pretty well decided, they'll give him some innings. Campbell to lead it off. Henderson takes a few warm-up pitches. He's rubbing up the ball. We're ready to go. Pitcher Henderson set to go. He comes home. Swung on, poked to right. Base hit. McDonald gets in front of it. Fields it cleanly. Campbell rounds first and holds. He's on with a single. 3rd hit for Campbell in the game. McKechnie is up next. Henderson comes set. Henderson fires it in. Hit like a bullet right between Lennox and Holly. A clean single for McKechnie. Savage is galloping for it. Campbell around 2nd. He'll hold it second as the throw comes in. A pair of singles for Indianapolis. Third hit for McKechnie in the game. Next batter, Koff. Catcher ready. Lifted high to right. McDonald is chasing back. He waits on it, but it's over his head. Goodbye. A 3-run dinger for Koff. So Koff has his second homer of the game and his third homer of the season. The Hoosiers add 3 more runs, and the Hoosiers add to their big lead, bounding away from the Rebels, 17-4. And Koff now with 8 runs batted in the game. And that's the third homer for the Hoosiers in this game. 16th hit for the Hoosiers. Here's Laporte coming to the plate. Henderson looking in. The pitch. There's a liner toward left. Savage is coming in hard. He can't get it. It's on its way to the wall. Laporte's headed for second. He'll try for third. Oaks is over. He has the ball. Too late. Laporte ends up on third with a triple. Savage tried to make a sliding catch, but the ball scooted by him. Frank with his second hit in this game and his first triple of the season. Next up, Indianapolis hitter Cheer. Henderson will go to work on him. Rebels playing for the out at first. Henderson into his motion, delivers. Grounded hard to short. Holly fields it. He refuses to play at the plate. The throw to first. And he's gone. But the run scores. The score now, 18-4. Now coming up, Esmond. Batter up. Now Henderson ready. Well hit drive. Deep to left field. Carrying. And Savage chases it down. What a catch. 2 gone. Carr is up next. Henderson looking in. He lets one go. Loop to left toward the gap. And it dropped for a hit. Savage gets it back in, and Carr is on at first. Next batter, Raritan. Pitcher Henderson eyeing Raritan. Now he's ready. Carr takes a good lead. Now Henderson pitches. Chopper back to the mound. Henderson gloves it. He flips to Bradley at first for the out. That'll do it for Indianapolis. 4 runs on 5 hits, so they add to their lead. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Hoosiers ahead. Score 18-4. Mullen will now face the Rebels. Artillery, McDonald, Lennox, and Oaks. To get it going, McDonald. Batter up. Raritan crouched down now. Now Mullen pitches. Hit in the air to center. Koff takes 3 steps to his right, and he covers it 1 away. Lennox coming up. Lennox ready to bat. Catcher ready. The pitch. Wide of the strike zone. Ball 4. And Lennox trots down to first. And Mullen is given up 5 free rides to first. Oaks up there. And here comes Hoosiers manager Schendel. He's asking Mullen for the ball. So Schendel hands the ball to Kiefer. The Hoosiers left-hander will face Oaks. So Mullen gets his innings. He pitched 8 1/3. The line on him, 4 runs, 3 earned on 8 hits. Walk 5. He's responsible for the runner. He stands to win it. Kiefer comes from the left side. ERA a stingy 0. This is his second appearance. He's worked 2/3 of an inning. Kiefer is finished with his warm-up pitches. The umpire is brushing off the plate. We're ready to go. Oaks ready to bat. Raritan ready to receive. Here's a pitch from Kiefer. Oaks swings. This is a big league fly ball. Center field. If it comes down, he's out. And he takes it in. 2 down. Lennox is tagging, but the coach holds him at first. Now coming to bat for the Rebels, Bradley. Batter up. Now Kiefer ready. First baseman Carr right on the bag. Here's the delivery. Big swing, but he got under it. Center fielder drifts back. This should do it. He brings it down, and that's the last out of the game. The Rebels have lost this game. The Hoosiers have won it. In the end, the Hoosiers drubbed the Rebels. Here's the line for the Hoosiers. 18 runs on 18 hits, 1 error. They lead 11. For the Rebels, 4 runs on 8 hits. They committed 2 errors, and they leave 10. Mullen gets his first win. His record now 1-0. Walker takes his first loss. His record now 0-1. So the Hoosiers gain a step. For the Hoosiers, they are hot. Now with 3 straight wins for the Hoosiers. Overall, they now stand at 5-2. The Rebels, overall, 5-3. In the next game, they'll go after the Rebels again. Bye for now, everybody. Ernie Harwell and WAPBA leaving you from Indianapolis. Final score, Indianapolis Hoosiers 18, Pittsburgh Rebels 4. Well, hi, everybody. I'm Ernie Harwell, bringing you Baltimore Terrapins Baseball. Glad to have you with us for Big League Baseball. You're on 66 WAPBA. Today, we're wired here from Chicago, where the Terrapins will meet the hometown Chi-Feds before a hostile crowd. Overall, they now stand at 6-0. Game number 1 of 3 here in Chicago. The Chi-Feds take the field here in the first. Defensively for Chicago. Beck at first base. Farrell at second. Tinker the shortstop. Zyder at third. Across the outfield, in left, it's Drilling. In center, Wickland. And over in right, Black. Wilson is behind the plate and on the mound for the Chi-Feds. The right-handed Lang. For Lang, his first appearance of the season. He will be facing Terrapins starter, right-hander Smith. We'll tell you about him in the bottom half. So settle in. We're ready to start this game. Meyer will start the first. So far, he's hitting .292. He's walked once in his 26 trips. Lang will go to work on him. He brings it in. Meyer blasts the drive to right center. It might have the distance. It rattles the wall. Wickland plays the carom. Meyer is going for 2. Here's the throw. And Meyer pulls into second with a long double. For Meyer, his first double of the season. Meyer down at second. Here's Duncan to hit for the Terrapins. Batting left. Hitting second. Weak start for Duncan. His average at 105. Benny at second has great speed. Duncan now ready. Lang sets up on the rubber. Checks Meyer at second. Meyer extending his lead. He doubled to lead it off. The pitch. Duncan squares. It rolls in front of the plate. Wilson pounces on it. Looks at third. Nobody's covering the bag, so he makes the play at first. Duncan gets the job done. Meyer moves up. All right, Walsh is out to get his licks. He bats right for Baltimore. Meyer at third, 1 out, no score. To date, he's hitting .458. He has not walked once. Lang climbs the mound. Lang comes set. Infield drawn in. Meyer at third with his arms out, crouched. The pitch. Walsh chops it toward Beck. Right between his legs. Meyer scores. And Walsh takes second. Beck picks up an error. And the Terrapins go ahead by a run, 1-0. First inning. For Baltimore. 1 down, 1 on. Here's Jacklish. He's their cleanup hitter. On the season, his average at .286. He has 4 RBIs. He's walked 3 times in his 25 trips. Jacklish settles himself in the box. Wilson crouched down now. Walsh stretching his lead. Here he comes, grounded deep into the hole. Tinker is over, stabs for it. He stops it. Long throw to first, 2 away. And Walsh moves to third. 1 on, the top of the first inning. Simmons steps up to face Lang. Weak start for Simmons. His average at 136. Simmons waiting. Pitcher Lang eyeing Simmons. Now he's ready. Looks at third. To the plate. It's grounded into the hole. Scooped by Tinker. The throw to first. Safe. The throw sails over Beck's head. Walsh scores easily, and Simmons takes second. That should be an error on Tinker, and that's the second error for the Chi-Feds. This ball game now 2-0. Well, Simmons on second, 2 away. Here's the right-handed Swasina to take his swings. To date, offensively, hitting .95. He has yet to walk. Right-hander Lang. Ready. Simmons stretches his lead off second. The pitch. Swung on. Softly hit line to center. Here comes Wickland. He makes the running catch. Steals a hit from Swasina. 3 down. For the Terrapins, 2 runs, 1 hit, 2 errors. They leave 1. They jump into the lead. Terrapins, 2. Chi-Feds coming up. For the Terrapins, their record now, 2 wins and 4 losses. On the league leaderboards, let's see. They're 6th in batting at 238. 4th in ERA at 4.17. The Terrapins take the field here in the first. Mack has set his opening slate. Swasina at first base. Nabe at second. Doolin, the shortstop. Walsh at third. Across the outfield, in left, it's Simmons. In center, Meyer. And over in right, Duncan. Jacklish is behind the plate. And on the mound for the Terrapins, the right-handed Smith. For Smith, his first appearance of the season. Here's Zider to start it off. Poor start, but Zider, Raleigh, hitting 200. Catcher Jacklish sets his target. Smith comes to him. Wide of the mark, and Zider walks. Runner on first. We have Black coming up to hit. Max has been hot. Batting .375. Max has 1 homer on the season for Ribbies. Black waiting. Jacklish ready to receive. Big hole on the right side. Zider takes a good lead. The pitch. Black swings. This one will get a lot of airtime. Simmons gives chase. Going back. He one-hands it for the out, and there's 1 away. And Zider returns to first. 1 down, first inning, 1 on. Next up, Drilling. So far this season, his average at .417, 1 homer, 8 ribbies, 4 walks in his 28 trips. Smith will go to work on him. The pitch. Grounded deep into the hole. Doolin is over. He's got it. The long throw to first. 2 away. Zider moves up. All right, the Chi-Feds have 2 gone. Runner on second. Wilson is out to get his licks. He bats right. He's their cleanup hitter. He has the talent to do some damage. On the season, 5 for 16. He's walked twice. He has stolen 2 bases and been caught not at all. Wilson ready. Smith looking home. Zider at second takes a big lead. The pitch bounced slowly up the middle. Doolin can't reach it. Neither can Nabe. It's through. Zider is well around third. They're waving Zider in, and he scores. As the throw comes into second, Wilson holds it first with a single. So Wilson with a ribby single, and the Chi-Feds is sneaking up on the Terrapins. They are within 1. Score now 2-1. 2 down. Wilson on at first. The bottom of the first inning. It's now the port side swinger back to the bat. On the season, hitting .333. 1 homer. 7 ribbies. He's walked twice in his 26 trips. Beck now ready. Right-hander Smith ready. Smith comes home. Grounded hard to Doolin. This should do it. Over to first, and that's out number 3. For the Chi-Feds, a run on 1 hit. They leave 1. They score, but still trail by 1 after 1. 2-1 Terrapins. Bottom of the lineup, Doolin, Nabe, and Smith coming up. Doolin will start the second. On the year, hitting at .250. He's walked once in his 21 trips. In the box now. Lang looking in. Fastball badly fooled. Strike 3. One away. One gone. Second inning. Baltimore now sends Nabe to bat from the right. Otto doing good work at the plate. Hitting at a 294 clip. Nabe in the box. Right-handed Lang goes to the set position. The pitch. High fly ball to deep right center. Wickland is racing to the track. So is Black. Wickland waves him off and brings it down. 2 gone. Smith getting ready to go. Frank taking his first at bat of the season. Catcher Wilson sets his target. The pitch. Fastball badly fooled. Side retired. No runs, no hits, no errors midway through the second. The score still stands 2-1 Terrapins as we head for the bottom of the second inning. For Chicago, it'll be Wickland, Tinker, and Farrell. Here's Wickland to lead it off. So far this season, carrying a .304 average, 1 homer. He's knocked in 7. He has walked once. Smith looking in at the target. The pitch. Hot shot to the right side. Nabe to his left. Tipped off his glove. He has it. Throws quickly to first. And gets him by a hair. 1 away. Next up, Tinker. 1 away. To date, carrying a .520 average, 1 homer, 5 ribbies. He has not walked once. Tinker now ready. Smith prepares to come home. Smith brings it to the plate. Ripped to right center. Base hit. Meyer is chasing it down. He'll have to hurry. Tinker is trying for 2 to throw. Safe at second. For Chicago, 1 out, runner on second. Down by 1. Next up, Farrell. Weak start for Farrell, batting .167. Smith climbs the mound. He shakes off the sign. Again, he shakes it off. Now he has one he likes. Checks Tinker at second. Tinker extending his lead. Here comes a pitch. Poke to right. Not deep. Duncan is back. He's under it. And he makes the catch. Tinker is tagging. Duncan turns and sets. But the coach flashes a stop sign as the throw comes in. For Chicago, Tinker on at second. 2 away. Pitcher Lang up. Irv taking his first at bat of the season. In the box now. Jacklish set. Tinker extending his lead. Smith into his motion. Delivers. Grounded deep into the hole. Doolin is over. Stabs for it. He stops it. Long throw to first, and that's out number 3. That'll do it for Chicago. Nothing across. They leave 1. They had a chance but could not convert. The score still stands 2-1 Terrapins as we head for the top of the 3rd inning. We're at the head of the order for the Terrapins. Lang will face Meyer, Duncan, and Walsh. Meyer leading it off. Lang looking in. Lang deals. Hard shot to the right side. Back to his right. It's by him. Base hit for Meyer. Benny with his second hit in this game. Duncan walking up to bat. A rabbit on first. Duncan ready. Wilson ready to receive. Lang kicks and deals. He squares, fouled off. Again, he squares to bunt. The pitch. Bunted fair off the plate. Nope. The ump says it's off his foot. Strike two. So Duncan steps back in. Lang poised. The two-strike pitch. Ouch! Caught him in the leg. He couldn't get out of the way. The umpire's calling time. The trainer's out. Duncan's in pain. It doesn't look good. Duncan is a very tough customer. He can absorb a lot of punishment. The report from the clubhouse. Duncan, injured for the rest of the day. Lang, looking home. Terrapins, skipper Mack walking down the bench. Duncan is injured. Who are you going to call? Mack will hustle McCandless out to run for him. He'll probably enlist him to play in the outfield. He's fast. Lang will keep an eye on him. No one out. Third inning. 2 on. The top of the third inning. Walsh now walks out to bat. Walsh steps in. Lang looking home. Lang comes home. That's sky to right center. Medium deep. Wickland roams under it. He calls. No problemo. Both runners are tagging, but they're holding them as the throw comes back in. One away. Third inning. 2 on. Jacklish is out to take his hacks. He's their cleanup hitter. Jacklish now ready. Lang is on the slab. Lang gets set to pitch. The runners take their lead. Lang brings it home. It's a shot to left center. Base hit. Drilling is racing over. He cuts it off deep in the gap. Meyer is around third. McCandless is around second. They're waving Meyer in. Meyer scores. They're holding McCandless at second as the throw comes into second. So the single drives in one. This ball game now 3-1. Simmons is stepping up to hit against Lang. He's a right-handed batter. The Terrapins have one away. McCandless at second. Jacklish at first. Right-hander Lang ready. Lang with the pitch. Simmons hits in the air to right center field. Flack is over. He has it. Both runners are tagging, but they're holding them as the throw comes back in. Two down, third inning, 2 on. Here's the right-handed Swasina to take his swings. Harry looking for his first RBI. Lang gets set to work on him. And a pitch. Swasina hits a P past the diving Beck. Just inside the bag. It's rolling. Flack will have to play it near the corner. McCandless scores. Jacklish is around third. They're waving Jacklish in. Tinker will relay. And he scores. Swasina holds second with a double. As the throw comes back in. So the double scores 2. The score now 5-1. And Swasina now has 2 runs batted in on the season. Doolin comes up to bat. Doolin now ready. Lang focuses in on the target. Speedy Swasina edging toward third. Lang fires it in. Slow chopper toward Tinker. He charges it. Surrounds it. Juggles it. He'll go to first for the final out. That'll do it for Baltimore. 3 runs on 3 hits. They leave 1. So the Terrapins now with a safer margin. Chi Feds down 5-1. Chicago due up. We're at the head of the order for the Chi-Feds. Smith will face Zyder, Flack, and Drilling. McCandless stays in. He goes to right field for the Terrapins. Here's Zyder to lead it off. Zyder gets in there. Smith looking in. Now he comes home with it. Just off the corner, a base on balls. Now coming up, Flack. Smith comes set. The pitch comes in. Just inside, and Zyder is stealing. Jacklish guns it down, and he's safe on a nice fadeaway slide. That's his first steal of the season. Flack ready to take on Smith again. Smith now set. Zyder stretching his lead. Smith brings it to the plate. Whack to center field. Base hit. Meyer is racing over. Still running. He feels it. Zyder is around third. They're waving Zyder in, and he scores. As the throw comes into second, Flack holds it first for the single. So the single drives in one, and the Chi-Feds get another one back. Score now 5-2. Okay for Chicago. Flack on it first. No outs. Drilling is out to take his hacks. Smith prepares to come home. Flack well off first. The pitch yanked towards second. Nabe takes it on one hop. Flips to Doolin. They get him. Over to first. Safe. Drilling beats the ball to first. But they get the lead runner. One down. One on. Wilson's up. He's their cleanup hitter. Right-handed Smith goes to the set position. Now Smith comes home with it. High and inside, and the count goes full. Wilson back in the box. Smith focuses in on the target. The payoff pitch. It's a shot to left center. Simmons is racing to the gap. He's on the track. Caught. 2 down. Drilling gets back to first. Chi-Feds hitter Beck. The batter stands in. Smith staring in, ready to work. Big hole on the right side. Drilling takes a good lead. The pitch, lined hard over first. McCandless races over. He cuts it off in the corner. Drilling is around third. They're waving him in, and he scores. The throw goes to third, and Beck is in standing with a double. So a run scores on the Beck double, and the Chi-Feds get one back. They are within 2. Score 5-3 for Beck, his first double of the season. The Chi-Feds have 2 away. Runner on second. Chicago now sends Wickland to bat. The batter stands in. Catcher ready. The pitch from Smith. And it's popped up in front of the plate. Jacklish waves off Walsh, and he makes the catch. That's 3 away. For the Chi-Feds, 2-2-0. They lead 1. They score, but still trail by 2-3. Complete here in Chicago. Terrapins leading by 2. 5-3. The Terrapins will have Nabe, Smith, and Meyer here in the 4th. Nabe leading it off. Lang poised. The pitch is on the way. A bouncer back of second, fielded by Farrell. He throws in time, 1 away. Smith up there. Lang prepared to work. The pitch. Smith laces it into the gap in right. It's a tweener to the wall, and Smith pulls into second base standing up. For Baltimore, one down, one on. We have Meyer coming up to hit. He hits from the right. He's their leadoff hitter. Lang now set. He lets it go. It's back to him at the mound. He takes a high hop. It handcuffed him. Throws quickly to first. 2 away. Smith moves to third. 2 away. Fourth inning. 1 on. Next to bat for Baltimore is a left-hand hitting McCandless. He'll take advantage of your mistakes. Lang prepared to work. Smith takes his lead at third. Now he comes home with it. It's a high fly to right. Flack was giving him room. He's running back and brings it in. That'll do it for Baltimore. No runs on 1 hit. 1 left. Shy Feds behind the Terrapins. 5-3. Bottom of the lineup, Tinker, Farrell, and Lang coming up. Tinker to lead it off for the Shy Feds. He bats right. Tinker waits. Jacklish sets up. Here's the delivery. Tinker goes the opposite way, down the line to right. Fair ball. McCandless is racing for it into the corner. Tinker's around second. He's going for third. Nabe, relay, not in time. Safe at third. Triple for Tinker. That's Tinker's second hit of the game and his first triple of the season. For Chicago, runner third. Nobody out. Farrell's up. Batter set. Smith staring in, ready to work. Infield deep. Checks third. Smith comes to him. Pop down the line to right. Swasina moving back. Nabe racing over into foul territory. They both reach for it. Nabe snags it for the out. 1 down. And Tinker has to hold third. 1 on. It's now Lang to bat. Smith gets set to pitch. Terrapins playing for the out at first. Looks at third. Smith comes home. Lang lifts a lazy pop fly. Walsh drips back into left and brings it down. 2 down. Tinker has to hold third. Two away, runner third. Zyder is out to take his hacks. In the box now. Smith focuses in on the target. Speed and Tinker edging down the line. The pitch. Hit in the air to left field. Simmons is over. He's there. And he takes it in. And that retires the side. That'll do it for Chicago. Nothing across. 1 left. They had a chance but could not convert. The score still stands 5-3. Terrapins as we head for the top of the 5th inning. The Terrapins now send up the heart of their order to face Lang, Walsh, Jacklish, and Simmons. To get it going, Walsh. His average at .423. Lang poised. And now the pitch. Walsh lashes one to right toward the gap. Flack races over it, but he won't get it. Walsh is going for 2, and there will be a play at second. The tag. Safe on a very close play. Double for Walsh. Walsh on second. No outs. Jacklish is out to take his hacks. He had a hit earlier. Now hitting at 304. Jacklish steadies his bat. Pitcher Lang eyeing Jacklish. Now he's ready. Walsh extending his lead. He's on with a leadoff double. Lang kicks and delivers. Swung on. Base hit. Down the line to right. Flack gallops for it. He has it. Walsh rounds third. The throw comes into Beck, and they're holding Walsh at third. Fred with his second hit in this game. Now Simmons to face Lang. Runners at the corners. No one out. Good bat control. Lang prepared to work. Shy Feds playing for the double play. Walsh with a good lead off third. The pitch. Breaking ball. Cut on. And missed. Simmons goes down swinging. One down. One out. Fifth inning. Two on. The top of the fifth inning. Swasina's up. Now batting 130. He rarely strikes out. Wilson sets up. Infield back at double play depth. Lang looks Walsh back to third. The pitch. It's looped to right. Flack coming on, but he won't get it. Walsh scores. Flack is after it. Now he has it. He comes up throwing. Jacklish is well around second. The coach is waving him to third, and he gets over to third as the throw comes into Tinker. So Swasina with a ribby single, and the Terrapins now lead 6-3, and Swasina now has 3 runs batted in on the season. 2 on, the top of the fifth inning. Doolan will bat next for Baltimore. Doolan has done nothing in 2 trips. Batter waits. Wilson set. Shy Feds playing for the double play. Jacklish down the line some at third. Lang comes home upstairs, and Doolan isn't tempted. Ball number 4. And he takes his base. That will load him up. And that's the first walk issued by Lang. The Terrapins have one away. Bases full. Nabe up. Nabe 0 for 2. On the season, Nabe has 2 runs batted in. He stands in. Lang set. They're pulled in around the infield. The pitch. Nabe swings and lifts it to center. A routine chance for Strickland. And that's all for Nabe. The runners are tagging, but they're holding him at third. Next up, pitcher Smith, 2 away. Bases crowded for Baltimore. At the plate this season, he's 1 for 2. Lang climbs the mound. Jaw tightens as he gets a sign. Here's a pitch. Smith looks at strike 3. Terrapins gone, and he leaves the bases loaded. That's a long walk back to the dugout, and they get out of it with a big strikeout. For the Terrapins, a run on 3 hits, no errors. They leave 3. They inch away from the Shy Feds, but the big damage has been contained. Terrapins up 6-3. Smith will now face the Shy Feds. Artillery, Flack, Drilling, and Wilson. Here's Flack to lead it off. He's a port sider. He's hitting .385. He stands in. Catcher ready. Smith deals. Loop to left toward the gap. And it's up for a hit. Simmons gets it back in, and Flack is on at first. Second hit for Flack in the game. Okay, Drilling now walks out to bat. He bats left-handed. Runner on first. Drilling is a threat for the extra base hit. The hitter stands in. Right-handed Smith goes to the set position. First baseman Swasina perched right in front of the bag. The pitch. Swung on. Bounced up the middle. Doolan's racing over. And he's got it. Flips to Nabe at second. Over to first. Safe by a step, but they get the lead runner. Next up, Chicago hitter Wilson. Wilson is a threat for the extra base hit. Smith looking in. The pitch. Loop to left toward the gap. If it stays up, he'll get it. And Simmons cuts it off on the bounce. Drilling around second. But the third base coach is on the job. He'll stop there as the throw comes in. And Wilson is on with a single. Second safety for Wilson. One away. Fifth inning. 2 on. Beck is stepping up to hit against Smith. Now hitting at .346. He already has a double in this game. Smith climbs the mound. Jaw tightens as he gets a sign. Right-hander Smith ready. Smith rocks and fires. Inside, ball 1. Beck back in the box. Smith put on the rubber, checks the runners. The runners take their lead. He wheels and deals. The ball is chopped out over the mound. Doolan gets to it in front of second. No play at second. Rifles at the first. The throw's off the bag. Safe all around, and the bases are loaded. Score that E6 on Doolan. The tying run is on. It's now Strickland, the bat. The Chi-Feds have one down. Bases all loaded up. Carrying a .280 average. Strickland preparing to bat. Hitches his pants. Smith works the ball with his hand. Strickland steps up to the plate. Looks directly out at Smith. Leans in. Smith is on the slab. Ball laid behind his back. Smith gets set to pitch. He breathes deeply. Exhales. Infield back at double play depth. The runners take their lead. Here's the delivery. He goes the other way. Lined over third. Foul. Strike 1. Strickland stands in. Waits for the pitch. Smith on the rubber. Infielders back. The runners take their lead. Smith to the wind. When Strickland goes out and gets it, the long drive to deep left field. Simmons galloping back. And he makes the running catch. The runners are tagging. Drilling coming down the line. Wilson is holding. Drilling scores. The throw comes into Walsh. And the other runners hold. The tying run is on. And the Chi-Feds get one back, nicking at that lead. 2 on. Here's Tinker. Batting a meager .556. Joe has driven home 5 runs for the season. He's already delivered 2 hits in the game. If the Chi-Feds are going to score, then it will take a 2-out hit. Tinker wipes his left sleeve across his forehead. Smith is on the slab, righty against righty. Smith gets set to work on him. The pitch. Grounded hard at Walsh. He's up with it. Fires to second, and they get him. And that's out number 3. For the Chi-Feds, a run on 2. Hits. The Terrapins fumble once. They leave 2. They had good chances for more, but still trail by 2. 5 in the books here in Chicago. Chi-Feds down 6-4. Baltimore due up. Top of the order here for Baltimore. In the 6th, Meyer, McCandless, and Walsh. Here's Meyer to start it off. Hitting .333. Meyer settles himself in the box. Wilson ready to receive. He cranks and fires. Hit in the air to center. Quickland takes 3 steps to his right, and he covers it. 1 down. McCandless coming up. A valuable bat. Lang prepared to work. Here he comes. Swung on. Routine fly to left field. Drilling drifts over. He's under it. Lowers the glove, and he covers it. 2 gone. Walsh coming up. Jimmy is 1 for 3. 1 ribby. And he scored twice. Jimmy waits. Lang gets set to pitch. Here's the delivery. Scorched back through the box. It caroms off his leg. Tinker charges over. Bang, bang. Play at first. Walsh is out. Lang shakes it off. He'll be all right. Side retired. So the Terrapins, they're retired in order. The score still 6-4. Terrapins leading. Farrell, Lang, then Zider to bat next. Okay, here's Farrell to start it off. The switch hitter will bat left-handed. Farrell steadies his bat. Jacklish sets up. Smith kicks and deals. Farrell pops it up behind the plate. Jacklish moves under it and hauls it in. 1 down. Lang comes up to bat. Batter waits. Smith looking in at the target. The pitch. Just missed. Ball 1. Lang back in the box. Smith looking home. Here he comes. And it's lined to center field. Meyer takes 3 steps to his right and hauls it in. 2 away. Zider up there. Zider has had 3 ups, on twice with walks. He's stolen the base, and he scored twice. Zider steps up to the plate. Smith staring in, ready to work. Here's a pitch. Zider lashes one to right. It falls, and Zider is on with a single. 1 on. Now Black to face Smith. Left side batter. Batting a meager .407. Smith now set. Zider 2 full strides off first. Smith comes to him. Bouncer to Nabe. He flips to Doolan at second. And they get him. Side retired. For the Chi-Feds, no runs on 1 hit. They leave 1. They had a chance but could not convert. After 6, it's still 6-4. Terrapins. Jacklish, Simmons, and Swasina to bat next. Jacklish will lead off the 7th right-handed hitter to face Lang. Now hitting at .333. Lang is ready to fire it in. He brings it home. Jacklish lashes one to right toward the gap. Flack races over it, but he won't get it. Jacklish is going for 2, and there will be a play at second. The tag. Safe on a very close play. Double for Jacklish. Third. Safety for Jacklish. 1 on. Here's Simmons. Batting .120. Terrapins would like a little insurance. And here comes Chi-Feds, manager McGraw. He's asking Lang for the ball. On his way to the mound is Prendergast, the right-hander. So Lang goes 6 innings. He yielded 6 runs, 5 earned on 9 hits, 1 walk. He struck out 4. He's responsible for the runner. He can only lose it. For Prendergast, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. He inherits a runner in scoring position. Prendergast is finished with his warm-up pitches. The umpire is brushing off the plate. We're ready to go. Simmons waits. Now Prendergast ready. The pitch. It's bunted down the third baseline. Zyder charges. He gloves it. Throws over to first and gets him by a step. Jacklish crosses to third. All right, Swasina gets set to face Prendergast. The Terrapins have 1 down, runner third. His average up to 167 from 95. He has outstanding bat control. Terrapins would like a little insurance. Wilson sets up. The Chi-Feds are looking for the play at the plate. Jacklish takes his lead at third. The pitch. Swasina lifts a rainbringer, twisting down the line. Flack is after it, tracks it near the right field line, and he grabs it for the out. Jacklish tags. They're waving him home. Here comes the throw. And he's just safe under the tag. Swasina picks up a sac fly and an RBI. It's now 7-4 ball game, and Swasina now with 4 runs batted in the game. Doolan is out to take his hacks. Catcher Wilson sets his target. Now Prendergast pitches. Swung on, smashed toward the gap in right center. Wickland is racing back. It's over his head, off the wall. He's chasing it down. Doolan hits second on a full steam, and he puts on the brakes. With 2 outs, he'll hold up. Double for Doolan. All right, Fort Baltimore. 2 gone. Doolan down at second. The top of the 7th inning. Right-handed batter Nabe steps up to face Prendergast. Batting .250. Prendergast poised. Prendergast working on Doolan to hold him close. He comes home. Lifted high to left. Drilling is drifting toward the line, and he hauls it in. That's 3 away. For the Terrapins, a run on 2 hits, 1 left. They give Smith some extra room. Chi-Feds behind the Terrapins, 7-4. Okay, folks, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch. The Chi-Feds now send up the heart of their order to face Smith, Drilling, Wilson, and Beck. Here's Drilling to lead it off, hitting from the left side. His average at .370. The hitter stands in. Pitcher Smith eyeing Drilling. Now he's ready. Here's a pitch. Drilling bounces 1 toward short. Grabbed on 2 hops by Doolan. Makes the throw. And Drilling is out at first. Notch 1. Here's Wilson coming to the plate. Arch can get on. Batter waits. Pitcher Smith eyeing Wilson. Now he's ready. Smith brings it home. Wilson wraps it to the right side. Nabe ranges to his left. A quick peg to first, and Wilson is retired. And that's the 2nd out. Now coming to bat for the Chi-Feds, Beck. Beck, 1 for 3. Driven in 1. Beck steps in. Right-hander Smith, ready. Smith now. Grounded hard wide of third. Walsh just reaches it. Over to first. In time for the out. 3 away. So the Chi-Feds go quietly. The score still 7-4. Chi-Feds trail. The Terrapins will have Smith, Meyer, and McCandless here in the 8th. Pitcher Smith to lead it off. Prendergast staring in, ready to work. The pitch. Swung on, lined a shot to center. Wickland runs straight back. He got a quick start. Turns and reaches and brings it down. Al made that look easy. 1 down. Meyer now walks out to bat. He's the top of the order. Batter waits. Wilson set. Prendergast winds and fires. Soft liner behind second. It falls. Base hit for Meyer. That's Meyer, third hit of the game. 1 out, 8th inning, 1 on. Here's McCandless to take his swings. Wilson sets up. The pitch. Low. The steal is on. Here's a peg for Wilson. The slide. Meyer has this base wrapped up. He's safe at second. That's his first steal of the season. McCandless back in the box. Prendergast looking home. Meyer moves another step away from second. He delivers. Chopper back to the mound. Prendergast scoops it up. Looks Meyer back to second. Now he throws to first. 2 away. Meyer holds. Okay, Meyer down at second. 2 down. Next up, Walsh. Prendergast is ready to fire it in. Meyer now with an aggressive lead. The pitch. It's back to him at the mound. He takes a high hop. It handcuffed him. Throws quickly to first, and that retires the side. For the Terrapins, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. 1 left. Terrapins still leading by 3, and will go to the home half. The Chi-Feds will have Wickland, Tinker, and Farrell here in the 8th. To get it going for the Chi-Feds here, Wickland, he hits from the left. He'll wait for his pitch. Wickland in the box. Smith ready. The pitch. It's grounded into the hole, scooped by Doolin. Thrown on to first, it's in the dirt. But they get him. Swasina digs it out, and that's the first out. Tinker gets set to bat against Smith. 1 down. Joe, 2 for 3. He stands in. Right-hander Smith, ready. The pitch. Tinker turns the bat loose, but comes up empty. He's out of there. 2 gone. Okay, Farrell gets set to face Smith. He'll bat left here. 2 gone. Jack is 0 for 3. Next up, Prendergast and Zeider. Jacklish ready to receive. Smith comes home. Well hit drive. Deep to left field. Carrying. And Simmons chases it down. What a catch. 3 down. So the Chi-Feds go down 1-2-3. The score is still 7-4. Baltimore. As we go to the top of the 9th inning. Jacklish, Simmons, and Swasina to bat next. Jacklish to lead it off for the Terrapins. A right-sider. Jacklish steps in. Now Prendergast ready. And a pitch. Blooper to left center toward the gap. Wickland runs in on it. Tinker is backing up. It drops in, and Jacklish is on it first with a base hit. Fourth hit for Jacklish in the game. No outs. Ninth inning. One on. Simmons walks up. Batter up. Prendergast is ready to fire it in. And now the pitch. Loop to left toward the gap. If it stays up, he'll get it. And thrilling. Cuts it off on the bounce. Jacklish around second. But the coach is signaling to stop. Jacklish stops at second. As the throw comes in, the Terrapins put two singles back-to-back. And that's the 13th base knock for the Terrapins in this game. No outs. Ninth inning. 2 on. The top of the ninth inning. Swasina gets set to bat against Prendergast. In this game, Swasina is 2 for 3. He has 4 ribbies. And here comes Shy Feds, manager McGraw. He's asking Prendergast for the ball. In from the bullpen is Hendricks, the right-hander. So Prendergast goes 2 innings in relief. The line on him, 4 hits. He's responsible for the runners. The right-hander, Hendricks, enters this game with a 1.5 ERA. This is his 3rd appearance. He's worked 18 innings. He'll be looking for the double play. Hendricks is finished with his warm-up pitches. The umpire is brushing off the plate. We're ready to go. Hendricks prepares to come home. The runners take their lead. He lets it go. Ground ball to Tinker. Could be 2. Flips to Farrell at second. Over to first. Not in time. Jacklish moves to third. 2 on. The next Terrapins. Batter is Doolin. Doolin takes his stance. Hendricks looking in at the target. Infielders in. Jacklish down the line some at third. The offering to Doolin. He pops it up. Farrell drifts back. He's under it. And makes the catch. And the runners hold. Nabe will bat next for Baltimore. A right-sider. Jacklish on third. Swasina on first. 2 gone. Nabe steadies his bat. Hendricks focuses in on the target. Jacklish down the line some at third. Here's a pitch from Hendricks. Ground ball to first. Backs up with it. Steps on first to retire the side. For the Terrapins, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. They leave 2. We've played 8 1/2. Shy Feds still down by 3. Hendricks, Zeider, and Flack to bat next. Hendricks is scheduled to hit. Shy Feds hitter Hendricks on the season. He's 1 for 5 and walked once. Shy Feds need to put men on base now. He stands in. Jacklish ready to receive. Shy Feds, skipper McGraw, walking down the bench. You can mark pitcher Hendricks out for the Shy Feds. McGraw not letting him bat. Walsh will bat in his place. Bats left. He grabs a bat. Strolls to the box. Hendricks pitched 1 inning. He yielded. No runs on no hits. Here comes Walsh to take his cuts. He's an occasional hitter. Walsh comes up there swinging, not a patient hitter. Jacklish sets up. The pitch comes in. Walsh wraps it to the right side. Nabe ranges to his left. The quick peg to first. And Walsh is retired. And that's the first out. The Chi-Feds have one away. Nobody on. Zyder comes out to face Smith. Bats right. Raleigh is their leadoff man. Zyder can get on for you. The Chi-Feds need to string something together right here. Zyder in the box. Jacklish crouched down now. Smith comes home. Zyder hits a little fly to left. Simmons is racing in. Still coming. He's there and hauls it in. And that's out number 2. Flack advancing to the bat. Flack has a brace and 4 trips. Driven in 1. On deck, Drilling with a bat in hand. Followed by Wilson. Batter waits. Right-hander Smith ready. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Flack goes down on strikes. And that's out number 3 and the game. So the Terrapins have won the ball game, spurred on by the disciplined leadership of Mack. They get the 7-4 decision. Here's the line for the Terrapins. 7 runs on 13 hits, 1 error. They leave 10 for the Chi-Feds. 4 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors. And they leave 7. Smith gets his first win. His record now 1-0. Lang takes his first loss. His record now 0-1. So the Terrapins gain a step for the Terrapins. Overall, they now stand at 3 wins and 4 losses for the Chi-Feds. The 6-game winning streak is broken. In the next game, they'll go after the Chi-Feds again. And this game is in the books. Ernie Harwell and WAPBA leaving you from Chicago. Final score, Baltimore Terrapins 7, Chicago Chi-Feds 4.